Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Aim Saraswate Namaha. Om Shri Guruve Namaha. Our humble Sashtang Pranams at the holy lotus feet of Pujya Gurudev, Pujya Shri Swami Jyotirmayananda Ji Maharaj of Yoga Research Foundation, Miami, Florida. To our Param Gurudev, Pujya Shri Swami Sivananda Ji Maharaj of Divine Life Society, Rishikesh, India, Jagat Guru, Pujya Shri Adi Shankaracharya Ji, and to all saints and sages of the entire world, our humble pranams. Blessed Self, adorations. आप सबको अभिनंदन है, प्रेम भरा आशीर्वाद. Welcome you all. Heartfelt divine love, light, healing, bliss, prosperity for each one of you and your near and dear ones. Today is our day 12 Satsanga on Mantra Shiromani, the Crest jewels of mantra, and the mantra we are studying is Mrityunjaya mantra. Last we had talked about Mrityunjaya mantra is generally described as the remover of obstacles and the prolonger of life. However, when you meditate on the mantra's subtle meaning and adore the self in the form of Lord Shiva with profound understanding, you will attain no less than the highest goal of life, liberation. Let us then study the mantra word by word and reflect upon its deeper meaning. That's what we had completed on day 11. In the very first part of Mrityunjaya mantra or Mrityunjaya mantra, as we had discussed it, there is another mantra that has got root letters with portion of Gayatri mantra, and that is normally how we separate those two mantras is Om. When it's only with the Om Trayambakam, we call it Mrityunjaya mantra, and Mrityunjaya mantra is Om Hom Jum Saha Om Bhur Bhuvasvaha Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukamiya Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiye Mamritat Om Swaha Bhuva Bhu Om Saha Jum Hom Om. Whereas Mrityunjaya mantra is portion of that, which is Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukamiya Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiye Mamritat. So we will take one at a time, which is Om is the first, and we have studied Om in depth. So we will not go in detail in here, but Om was not originally a part of this mantra, but has been added to enhance its effect. Om is the symbol of the Absolute or God, as well as a mystical formula for invoking that Supreme Self. Any work or spiritual practice that commences with the utterance of Om is rendered auspiciousness. So remember, Om is the mother mantra, is the mother of all mantras also. So this next word is Trayambakam. Trayambakam. So Trayambakam means the three-eyed deity. As discussed above, Lord Shiva is portrayed as having 3 eyes. 2 eyes see and sustain all the practical realities of life, like we have the 2 eyes, the horizontal 2 eyes. They symbolize the horizontal vision of the practical world of time and space. The 3rd eye represents the vertical intuitive vision that intercepts the horizontal, transcending this illusory world process. Shiva is essentially Brahman, the absolute self. Like the 4-legged animals, they are horizontal. They walk on 4 legs. Even those like birds have 2 legs, but the way they are structured, they are still kind of horizontal. Whereas human beings, they walk on 2 legs, but they are vertical. So, we are supposed to be having vertical intuitive vision. But that doesn't happen many times. I don't want to say any further here. You all understand what it means, like what type of life each one lives while in human embodiment. So another ancient interpretation of Trayambakam is given in Sanskrit by Trish Traha Ambikam Yasya, one who possesses 3 energies. These energies or Shaktis are Kriya Shakti, the energy of action. So, Ichha Shakti, the energy of desire, and Jnana Shakti, the energy of knowledge. So, Kriya Shakti, Ichha Shakti, Jnana Shakti. We also sing this in the bhajan. These 3 energies are governed by 3 goddesses, Durga, Lakshmi, and Saraswati. Durga is portrayed as the deity riding on a lion. So, Durga Ma is portrayed as the deity riding on a lion. Lakshmi Ma stands on a lotus flower and Saraswati Ma rides on a swan. In the first stages of spiritual evolution, an aspirant conquers the gross obstacles of one's lower nature. And these lower nature are anger, greed, lust, pride, and other gross impurities. The spiritual energy assumes the role of Durga Ma in this stage and destroys these 3 demons or the lower gross impurities, as well as all other evils, that is all within us. with the destruction and sublimation of the gross obstacles. So once the gross obstacles are destructed by Durga Ma, the lotus of the spirit unfolds in the heart of an aspirant. The bees of excellent virtues are attracted to the blooming lotus. The spiritual energy assumes the role of Lakshmi Ma and grants the fulfillment of desires and bestows both material and spiritual prosperity. So material prosperity is needed to sustain our lives, but the question is how much. Whereas spiritual prosperity, we don't question how much. It is never ending. It goes on and on. But what happens is so many, or I should say majority of human beings, they do opposite. There is no limit for them for material prosperity. They keep going on and on. There is no end, no stop. But in fact, we all need material prosperity, but the question is how much. We need enough and a little bit more. And I keep repeating this. We need enough for ourselves, but yet we need a little bit more, yes, just to be able to share with others. If we don't have a little bit more, and again the question is how much do we need? Are we hoarding things or are we having enough to sustain our life? Even saints need shelter, clothing, food, and everyone else needs the same. So all of you are spiritual and you know what it is about. And in that process, gaining the material prosperity, some forget about the spiritual prosperity and some do just the too little, not enough to be working on the path of liberation. But nothing goes wasted for spiritual prosperity, even a little bit works out miracles. Whereas material prosperity, whatever is here on this earth, remains here on the earth. It does not go with anyone, whereas spiritual prosperity goes with you even after this physical embodiment is shed by the soul. So we need to deposit our spiritual prosperity also. The last stage of the spiritual journey is illumined by the grace of Saraswati Ma, clad in a shining white garment. Saraswati Ma endows the aspirant with the knowledge and discrimination that dispels all darkness from the heart. She rides on a swan, and the swan is so beautiful and pure white also. So she rides on the swan and carries an instrument known as veena in her hands, from which the melodious music of the soul resounds. Thus, Trayambakam is that Supreme Lord who possesses these three divine Shaktis also. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Let's pray for every being, everybody. Om Trayambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardanam urvarukamiyo bandhanan मृत्योर्मोक्षीयमामृतात्। ॐ कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरे परमात्मने प्रणतक्लेशनाशाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। ॐ सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु, सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु, सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु, सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु, सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामया, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। असतो मा सद्गमय, तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय, मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय। ॐ पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। Divine love, light, healing, bliss, prosperity. May there be material prosperity and spiritual prosperity in each one of your lives. May all be happy, have compassion, and be filled with unconditional love, light, and energy that can be shared also. This is Swami Lalita Priyananda from Sacramento, California. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. Samasta Lokaha Sukhino Bhavantu.